Adam crashes out after he paid Charleston White for an interview just for Charleston White to disrespect him the entire interview. If you haven't watched this interview yet, it's essentially Charleston White showing up and then telling Adam how dumb he thinks Adam is and how useless he thinks No Jumper as a platform is. The first couple of clips that surfaced, Adam was kind of taking it on the chin and going along with it. But this is about the fourth clip I've seen, and now Adam is finally fighting back. And he's not just sitting there and allowing Charleston White to disrespect him.
The Mexican is booked in jail. He's booked under white race. There's only
booked
two
as a homie.
There's only two races in America, not a homie. It's either black or white.
I don't know if the prison has a certain way of classifying people that you're talking about.
I'm really talking to a motherfucker that was dumb in school.
No, but we all know that Mexicans have their own politics in prison.
No, we're not.
Absolutely don't overlap with white people.
You're so stuck on gang banging talking culture. I'm talking
gang banging kind of defines prison, right?
Let me talk. I'm talking ethnicity.
Right. You're talking about how you're classified in prison.
No, I'm not talking about nothing. I'm talking about when a Hispanic guy in America files for any paperwork, whether it's Social Security or prison, an application, he checks white with Hispanic ethnicity.
Personally, I've seen just Hispanic on those sort of forms.
They don't. It's white or black.
Other as well.
It's white or black or other. White, black with African, Latino, Hispanic ethnicity, but they haven't.
There's a lot of proud Hispanic people.
Because in America, you're the white or black boy. White boy, black boy.
That seems oversimplified.
The Jew boy, we look at Jews as white boys. The
Maybe in the hood, but we got Mexicans, we got Asians, we got a million different types of Asians.
We don't know that outside the hood.
Well, even the hood knows about the existence of Asians, right?
It either says Pacific Islander or what? I'm going back to your white boys list to check in your country.
I don't know what every different form exists.
I'm talking to a dumb motherfucker.
Thing says.
I'm talking to a dumb motherfucker. So I might
because I can acknowledge the existence of Asians and Hispanic people.
No, listen.
This is just an example of Charleston White using any excuse to call Adam dumb and disrespect Adam. Because in this exchange, wouldn't Adam be correct? Like, there's for sure, more than two races in America, right? Like, I don't think anybody will consider an Asian white or black, right? Nor is Hispanic. And if you look at the application, like I've seen applications where Hispanic is listed as its own thing, right? And then you also have black, non-Hispanic, right? So I don't know. I think Adam, from my perspective, is correct. But then Charleston White basically used this conversation right here, even though Adam, to me, is correct in this exchange. He uses this disagreements to essentially tell Adam how dumb he is, how Adam doesn't interview anybody who's smart, and No Jumper as a platform is filth. And I'm like, bro, imagine getting paid to show up and disrespect the platform that's paying you. Yo, Charleston White is one of a kind, bro.
You had to dumb down for gangbanging culture. And what I'm realizing, Adam, you cannot talk intellectually outside this table.
I feel like I'm kind of running circles around you this whole interview.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're bringing up all kinds of made up shit.
No, you are.
Nah. And that's what's crazy about this interview and why this interview is so much better than what you do with Sean Cotton is that he just lets you say whatever.
This is not.
He just sits back, just lets you talk. I'm over here
better.
Actually
you're
fighting back.
Stupid.
No, you're saying a lot of stupid things and you're getting upset because I'm pushing back against them because they don't make any fucking sense.
I'm not getting upset. We're talking about ethnicity and you're going to gangbang and lock up homie talk.
That's not true though. You were talking about how people are classified in prison.
I'm saying even classified in prison when they're booked in, not classified.
But you said that Mexican people get treated as if they are white in prison is not true.
I never said that.
That is exactly what you said.
I didn't say that. I said they're classified as white.
Right. And that I disagree with.
You've never been to prison.
Maybe there's been a prison that has done that before, but I don't think the average prison is doing that.
You keep saying what you're thinking. You hadn't read shit.
Well, I'm basing this on the conversations that I've had with hundreds or thousands of gang members over the years.
You haven't had no conversation, no fucking hundreds of thousands.
What do you think that this podcast is?
You probably talked to maybe 5,000 gang members. At the most.
I haven't even done 5,000.
Not even 5,000. And you're talking to a bunch of lying-ass niggas with different stories who come say the other one is lying. So you haven't had no accurate information. Nobody from California have gave one same accurate information. Everybody got different stories.
So everybody who comes to this podcast and talks about prison is lying.
Just about.
Strange assumption.
Just about.
This is a weird assumption. How can you ever know that?
Well, I've yet to see you get a prison guard.
That's not true. I interviewed a guy who actually did 7 years in the feds because he was bringing drugs into Rikers Island in New York.
I asked you about a guy who went convict. I said a prison guard.
Well, he was a prison guard, and then he ended up getting like 7 years.
All criminal. What I'm saying is you haven't got a non-criminal who is typically have a greater code of moral turpitude.
I think like while you're a prison guard, you're not really allowed to go do no jumper.
Sure you are.
I would assume.
There's a lot of retired prison guards.
If I was making the rules, I would say I think it's inappropriate for you to be doing hip-hop podcasts while you're working as a corrections officer.
Well, why? Is this a negative podcast?
No,
it's not a hip-hop podcast.
Like you shouldn't be like
hold up. I'm glad you said that. Hold up. So if this is not a negative podcast, why wouldn't someone of upstanding with a career come sit and talk about the other side that you guys promote?
But I just think there's certain kinds of careers that you shouldn't be trying to get fame off of.
But you're not trying to get famous.
Now you could do it once you're no longer a prison guard.
No, this is not
about while you're a prison guard.
Nobody gets famous from this podcast, by the way.
I hate to sound like I'm just defending Adam, but regardless of your opinion on Adam, I feel like the one thing you can't take away from him is his catalog. Adam interviewed XXX before anybody knew him. 26 million views. He interviewed Juice WRLD before anybody knew him. Juice WRLD's famous. Yo, Adam, like for the most part, I think people forget for that era, like the 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, that era, Adam was the king of that era. Adam broke a lot of those artists. And even if you want to extend beyond that, yo, look at Adam's interview catalog. Yo, Adam has interviewed a lot of great people, like a lot of dope people that has nothing to do with gangbanging. So you can't take away from his catalog. I don't think Adam just sits and interviews gang members. Nowadays, right, it appears that he probably interviews more gang members than not, but even that's not true. Like, Adam has interviewed more rappers this year than gang members, but the gang member interviews is what people hyper-focus on. Now, I have told Adam this. Like, I've told Adam, hey, bruh, you know, like the LA gangbanging scene is cool. Like, maybe have him on the news, but like you're wasting your time interviewing them because kind of like what are we gonna gain from it? Like, if the goal is you want to go viral or reach 1 million views each and every time, you probably don't want to, you know, reach for the low-hanging fruit. Charleston White would then extend and tell Adam that No Jumper has not produced any stars. Nobody has never gotten famous from No Jumper, and No Jumper essentially ain't shit.
Not true.
Name
Tons
one.
of people.
Name one.
Crip Mac, Brick
He
Baby.
was Crip Mac before.
Wack 100.
Brick Baby before. He was hanging with celebrities in Atlanta before. Wack was already famous before.
Brick Baby will tell you he wasn't famous.
Brick Baby was in Atlanta with who? With what niggas out there with the Rolling 60s? Hanging with some celebrity niggas? Long before your podcast. That's how we know him.
He knew some famous people, but he wasn't really famous like that.
Wasn't he with the famous niggas before he got to your podcast?
99% of the people who watch No Jumper who know who Brick Baby is will tell you they didn't know who he was.
You made Jason Love famous.
No, he was already kind of
famous. No, he wasn't. I didn't know who he was.
Famous
man, until he put that. You didn't make him famous.
I made him more famous.
No, you didn't.
No, he'll tell you that.
more famous. You just said. You just said.
Jason Love told me that 90% of the time when people come up to him on the street, they bring up me.
He made you more famous.
I made him more famous.
He made you more famous.
I was the more famous one.
This is the biggest porn video you've ever had.
I was the more famous one.
At some point, Adam got to start slapping fire in somebody. He got to just probably just one person, because people are getting comfortable bringing up the Jason Love thing. I watched another interview with Von off 1700. He brought up the Jason Love tape with Lena during that interview as well. And if I'm Adam, like, yeah, you know, we did the scene happened as part of my lore, but you just can't bring it up in that disrespectful way. Like Charleston White just said, he stuck D in you. You feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. Like if my woman did that, which it would never happen, but if I was Adam, okay, Plug Talk and No Jumper are two different brands. Please don't bring that up. And if you do bring it up, don't do it disrespectfully, bruh. Don't say things like, oh, he stuck Big D in. Nah, hold on, bruh. Right, yo, he got to demonstrate a fire on somebody, right? The clip go viral of him firing on somebody for bringing up his wife, then that will stop all of that, right? That will stop all the disrespect. But I don't know, bruh. I feel like right here, this is where Adam would have been justified if he turned all the way up. But Adam kind of went with the jokes. He kind of like played with it. I'm not playing with it. Like, I don't care if my wife is a corn star. I'm not playing with, no, you stuck D in my wife. Not happening.
Of course, I had to make him famous.
Take him out of it, and what is the video?
Take him out of it? What about some other dude?
Put another in there. It's not shit.
No, yeah. Some other guy would have still had a similar experience, right?
They wouldn't have had the peak views that he had.
he's a big, muscular, good-looking black guy. I think him doing it.
He was the bigger.
He was probably like going to benefit from it more than the average guy. But it could have been any of my other friends.
But nobody became famous from this podcast. I've been watching you for 5 years.
This podcast
what about Flacco?
Yeah, what about XXXTentacion? What about Lil Peep?
He's dead. He's not famous.
Right, but he became one of the biggest artists in the world before he died, right? Yeah, this was the one big interview that he did that launched him into superstardom.
No, he didn't. No, it wasn't.
Well, along with his music,
his beef with Drake put him out there before this.
His beef with Drake was totally irrelevant compared to him going on No, Jumper.
No, you was irrelevant.
X's No Jumper interview got 26 million views. It's the biggest rapper interview of all time.
Before he died,
obviously that number includes after he died.
Well, come on, don't put that in there.
You're telling me that my platform doesn't make people famous when
your platform ain't
biggest
shit
rap
to me.
interview of
I'm
all
basically saying your
time
platform ain't shit compared
took place
to me.
on this platform.
With who?
X.
A dead motherfucker.
He was dead after he did the interview.
A dead motherfucker.
Yeah, he died many years after
Nigga,
he
I
did
did
the
50
interview.
million this month on Instagram. What the fuck is 20 million on your podcast?
Right.
I did 50 million this month.
But again, you're moving the goalpost because we weren't talking about you. We're just saying that
I'm the shit.
the biggest rapper interview of all time took place on my platform.
He had to die for it to get big.
It got bigger when he died.
Before he died, what was it? What was the numbers?
Probably 10 plus million.
Do that on
Still gigantic.
Yeah, I got 11 on Cam Newton. Okay. And I ain't dead yet.
Right.
Yeah, just imagine when I died.
But that doesn't have anything to do with what we were just talking about.
Nobody becomes famous. He was already famous.
You acknowledging that you are famous has nothing to do with
he was already famous.
The biggest rapper interview of all time happened here.
Crick KB was already famous with the Rolling 60s. Brick Baby.
So just being a gang member made him famous?
Well, he was a famous Rolling 60 gang member outside of California. So
made famous is semantics, right? Because again, Adam interviewed XXX before anybody else, but did Adam make XXX famous? Again, it's subjective, right? Because X can say, no, my music made me famous. No, the moves I made me famous, right? Adam can say, I was his first big interview. I helped. Cool. So when we talk about make famous, I think you kind of have to stick to the No Jumper host, the people who was on the platform doing interviews with Adam on a routine basis, because that's how you really figure it out, right? Because if let's say you interviewed an underground rapper at some point and then they blow up 6 months later, did you make them famous? I don't know. But if you have a host on your platform, for a year and you discovered that host on your platform who really was not famous or nobody knew him beforehand, and then after a year of being on your platform, you blew him up, you made him famous. I think Crip Mac is probably the best example because Crip Mac, when he came to Adam, he had absolutely no presence online. That propelled Crip Mac into being somewhat known. Now, is Crip Mac famous? I wouldn't say he's famous, but Crip Mac is well known, and he's only well known because of his No Jumper interviews and the platform that Adam gave him. 4 Extra. 4 Extra got well known because, again, he came on No Jumper. He did a couple of viral interviews on No Jumper, and that propelled him. So I feel like the host, you can probably make an argument for it. The rappers, not so much. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is right? Is Charleston White correct? Has No Jumper ever made somebody famous? Y'all let me know in the comment section. If you're Adam, would you slap fire like any dudes for bringing up your wife every interview? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how this No Jumper host just accused this famous rapper of doing some horrifying things to her. I'm going to see you guys in this video right here. Click on the hype button to send me a hype if you want to support. That's the best way to show support. I'm going to see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.